what's going on? Yeah, like now I'm playing. Yeah.
This man, what's going on? YouTube.
What's going on YouTube? It's like that. All right, it's your boy Dcentos here, man. I'm with my man's Yomo. And we are gonna be talking about
We're talking about astrology.
Yeah, astrology, centrum.
Yeah, heliocentrism. Something like that.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
about the stars and the moon,
yeah, stars. And, don't say
retrograde and Venus and moon.
Yeah, Venus and retrograde, and I'm saying astrology and
your body and
exactly.
Swole all of a sudden.
Sometimes you gotta look up. And I'm looking up too, man. So you see, before we start, let me show you what's on my hair right there. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the high point. That's gun right there. Hunter. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. But we back per usual. We gonna record when we can't record this season of Stack, but we're starting with this show. Honestly, man, let's just get into it. We just gonna start and let's get into it, man. All I'm gonna say is this man told me to watch this show, and it's got an 8.7 on my anime list. It's about let's see. Spoilers. So we've got 3 arcs, I guess, or 3 or 4 main protagonists. I don't remember, but we've got like Raphael, then we've got like Bedeni, and then we got this girl called Julieta, right? And the premise of the show is that during a time period where the church is king, so everything in the Bible is taken per I don't know, like that's the word of God. So like if you try to disprove that, then you're going against God and you are sacrilegious, and they're going to execute you. So basically, like all these characters, they like science, right? And it starts off with Raphael basically like looking up at the stars, and the original theory is that the world or all the other planets, the sun revolves around the earth. But then he studies the stars and looks like the astrology, and he's basically saying that is not the case. In actuality, the earth revolves around the sun, and he's trying to prove that without kind of being caught. So that's the premise. Yomo, what you want to say about this show?
So when I first at least read the show, I was like, it sounds interesting, it's different, but I don't think it was something for me. It's just something about like I don't know what century this is, but like that kind of older century-ish. This, to me, I don't find it interesting. So, but I saw someone talk about it. Actually, multiple people talk about it on Twitter, and that's how I kind of got interested in it. I was like, okay, this person talking about it, this person talking about it, and these are like people who actually pretty up there watch anime. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and check it out. So I watched the first episode. I was like, okay, it's small, it's straight, it's not bad. Then I think it was on episode 3, maybe 3 or 4, where, again, spoiler alert, our main character, I think his name is Raphael. Let me see.
Yeah.
Raphael. Our main character, Raphael, is studying this heliocentrism. And just like how Dcentos said, it's a taboo. It's something that will get you killed for learning about it. So this guy he's learning about it. Eventually he gets caught, and he has the option of denouncing heliocentrism. I don't even know how I'm saying it right,
Yeah.
But he has the option of denouncing it in front of the whole court, or to walk away scot-free and just live a regular life, but he just can't learn about that stuff ever again or ever speak about it. Or he can choose to be executed. And so I'm thinking, he's just gonna not talk about it but secretly still want to learn about it. That's gonna be the whole premise of the show. But no, this kid stands 10 toes down. Maybe you got some toes. I don't know.
Probably
10 toes down. Yeah. And he's like, nah, I believe this. This is something I'm gonna die for. And I was like, wait, no way he's gonna die. And then, he's in jail, and then he's talking to one of the executioners, and he drinks some poison to kind of, I guess, just die. And I'm just like, no way he's actually gonna die. And then
Mm-hmm.
they put his body on the stake and they burned him. I was like, oh shoot, this guy actually died. That's
Yeah.
what got me hooked because it kind of pulled an Attack on Titan where the main character dies within like the first like couple episodes, and you're like, there's no way this person will actually be dead.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, instead of Aaron, living or dying in Attack on Titan, at least with Raphael, the character actually does die, and then it takes place, I think, maybe 10 or 15 years
Yeah, like
later
10 to 15 years. Yeah.
with a brand new character, new set of characters who are trying to learn the same study that
Mm-hmm.
Raphael was trying to learn again. So the show just kind of goes through that same loop of these people who are learning about this thing. They end up getting caught, killed, and they pass it on to the next generation.
Yeah.
They learn about it and they pass it on to the next generation. So that's was something that like really captivated me about the show. I was like, man, this is actually really good. Like I was really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's actually what my first problem of the show is. I think that Raphael was such an interesting protagonist. I think
He was.
it made the show very interesting and enticing, and I wanted to know where this was gonna go. And then you get to the second set, which I believe it's Oxy, and it's like Oxy and his friend, and then it goes to then it's Oxy.
Denny and Oxy, and then yeah, the other guy that was with him.
Yeah, I was with him who got killed, but
Yeah.
Oxy and Mudeni, to me, that's where the show fell flat. That wasn't interesting at all. I was like, who are these people? This is to me, it just seemed like
Yeah. I,
it started to not get interesting to me.
Yeah, I can see that because Raphael was like a very interesting character. So to move from him to a brand new set of characters that you didn't really like, I didn't really care for them. They did give him a
Hmm.
little bit of their backstory, but I didn't really care for them like that. So I was like, whatever. But it was more the circumstances towards the end of their journeys what made me like really appreciate their characters. Especially with what's her name?
Julieta,
Jolenta,
Jolenta,
one of the
yeah,
two.
yeah,
But Jolenta, we find out that she's the daughter of Nowak, the executioner who
hmm,
captured Raphael in the very beginning. He's the one that does all this capturing of those people, and we see how this affects him and his family because his daughter believes in heliocentrism, but the dad obviously does not. He's
yeah.
he's he's killing people for studying this, you know. So it was just learning about that was very interesting, and then learning about like the demise, like because every character that we're getting, like you see their demise every single time, and you're like,
Yeah.
dang man, like I wish they're able to make it out. So I didn't feel as bad with Bademi. I think I said his name, Bademi and Oxy. I feel I like more Bademi more than Oxy, it's in my opinion.
Hmm.
Um, but it's just interesting seeing the demise of each character, and then you go on to the next generation
Hmm.
and learning their story. I do agree that Raphael to me was the best character
Hmm.
that they focused on. But yeah, I do get what you mean when it comes to the at least those two
Hmm.
weren't interesting. The next character, what's her name? Draka.
Draka, yeah, Draka,
She was okay. She wasn't bad.
yeah,
But it was nice seeing her meet up with Holenta again, and
yeah.
the
Finally,
bandit group,
yeah, at the
that they
very
were
end,
with.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So, oh man, where do I even go with this? Let me ask you this question: did this show give you Villain Saga vibes when you started it at all?
yeah. Oh,
I feel like I got it. Maybe it was from the animation or maybe just a time period, but I was thinking it's gonna be kind of like Vinland Saga season two, where there's like just where it's this really long, slow burn type of show,
mhm.
and I don't really think that I got that, to be honest. I
Oh, no.
I just felt as though it just kept going from protagonist into protagonist, and although progress was being made, I didn't really have any attachment to any of the characters, so I was just watching it, but it wasn't captivating me. That's the best way I could put it. So by the time we get to the end of the show, and I'm just like, all right, next show. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Um, I felt like some of the characters captivated me. Like, Holenta and Nawak, like especially seeing
Okay.
them older.
Yeah.
So we see that Nawak, I forgot the specific thing that happened, but there was some political clashes that happened.
Yeah.
And so they were trying to get Nawak's daughter, Holenta, and
Mm,
accuse her of being, part of this whole
mm,
heliocentrism kind of thing. And she runs up running away, but Nawak doesn't know that. He just thinks that she's dead. And they even
yeah.
pull a tooth from her, which is
Hmm.
crazy because I didn't think they're going to be able to touch her.
Yeah.
But so fast forward, we see Nawak is like, he's depressed. He's not even like the man that he used to be.
Yeah.
Um, and we see Holenta is now like heavy into heliocentrism and learning about it. And I think she even created, I don't know if she created the group of men
I think
that
yeah,
are with
she
her.
I believe she was a leader. I could be wrong, but I
I
thought
know
she
she's a
was.
leader, but I don't know if she created it. But anyways, she has this group of people, these men that are, that's what they want to do. They even want to like create a printing press to send out the word for
Mm,
about all this. But as the show goes on, we see that Holenta, when she got confronted with the church about are she's spreading all this kind of stuff, she ends up blowing herself up.
yeah.
And I was hoping that we would see a little dialogue between Nawak and Holenta, but we didn't see that. Like right when he steps
Yeah.
out, he saw a glimpse of her and she blew up and
Yeah.
her hand ends up blowing up and going towards Nawak.
I
And he
said.
was like, was that her? Was that my daughter?
Mm,
Nah, that probably couldn't be. And I was like, dang, man, like that's crazy. Like that was his daughter right there.
you
And I
never
wonder
saw
what
her.
his dialogue, yeah, I wonder what the dialogue would have been like to see that your daughter was actually alive and that she actually just ran away um
Mm,
because her life was in danger. But her dad also,
yeah.
was also a part of the taking people back.
Yeah. I
From that.
think like the most interesting part to me, I think in this show because Nawak is the only consistent character.
He's the
He
only one.
yeah, he's my favorite character, but I think like the ending, like his breakdown where they're in the burning church or whatever, and they're talking to the official, and the official's just like, well, I guess the guy was trying to take over the church, and he was
Yeah,
just saying that Nawak, like you were the executioner of this guy because he said it was godlike, but in reality, you were just being used. He said, if I'm in charge, let's just accept heliocentrism, and you just wasted your entire life.
exactly.
And
Not
that's tough.
exactly.
That was tough.
When he said that, I was like, ooh. Because
That's
if
tough.
you really think about it, why do you believe heliocentrism is bad? Just because the church said so? That's
Exactly.
that's really all it is. They couldn't really pull up a Bible verse saying that it was bad. They just said
Hmm.
that the church said it was bad. And so so in his mind, he's like, man, I've been doing this for so many years. I killed a 15-year-old or 12-year-old boy over this. That's
Hmm.
the youngest I think he killed. But he's killed like, grown men for this. But he's like, man,
Exactly.
what did I do all this for? And then on top of that, you know, his daughter's gone, you know?
Yeah.
And I, to me, well, in the very end, it's revealed that I think he knew that his daughter was the leader
Yeah. I think it was
of the whole
like a
thing.
vision or something like that, right?
I think it's just, yeah, it was something with the hand because he took the hand
Oh yeah,
with
yeah, yeah, he
her
did. Yeah.
and then he also like put it on because I think it was just a regular hand and I think it was like if it fits in, I
Okay,
think
because didn't he give his daughter gloves or something like that?
yes, and the gloves just happened to fit in as well like as a hand. So I guess he had a feeling that that was his daughter, and just to find out like dang. That's the way that you reunite with your daughter. Like she already dead,
It's tough.
That's like that is tough. So no, he had it pretty rough. Now I think about it, and he might be the best main character because he went all this way, like
Hmm.
thinking his life or like his ideology was this. But
Hmm.
when you break it down and you ask him, why was your ideology like that? Like, what made you believe that? Crickets. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing
Hmm.
you know? So he ended up killing the guy too, that challenged his belief.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like, I'm just gonna burn the church down. That was my plan B. And I'm like,
Just like what?
Okay. I was gonna ask you this. I don't know if you understood this. So at the end of it, they show an adult, I guess, lookalike Raphael that was teaching the main
Yeah.
character. Like I didn't get
I
that.
think either someone said it was either in an alternate universe or it was just someone who just happens to look like Raphael. I think that was the explanation. It was one of the two.
Okay, that didn't make sense to me. I don't feel like that was needed. To me, that just kind of confused things.
Yeah.
Just say it's an alternate universe, or just pick someone who looks
Mhm.
completely different.
Yeah.
Like that's my opinion on
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they were trying to do with that. Well,
that confused me more.
was this an original show or is this out of manga?
That is a good
I
question.
feel like it's an original.
That is a good
Just the
question.
way how we got all 24 episodes and it ended. But maybe there's a manga.
Let's see.
Uh,
I'm going on my anime list. Yeah, it's a manga.
it's a manga. Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's a manga.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
I mean, how do you feel about this show? How would you rate this show?
The show was straight. I liked it, but it is a slow burn. Do I think it deserves 8.7? No. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. Maybe, yeah, I'll give it a 7.5 because it took me a while. Because fun fact, I told him to watch the show, but he already finished it before I did. And
Mm-hmm.
so it was a slow burn and also was busy. But I wouldn't give it a 8.7. I would give it like a 7.5. I feel like the show does have flaws. It could have been executed a little bit better, but I mean, overall, it wasn't a bad show. I would encourage people to watch it. It's definitely
Uh,
something different.
yeah, I think it's something different, and I don't know. Sometimes I enjoy slow burns, and sometimes I don't. And I think this was one of those cases where I didn't care for the setting, I didn't care for the plot, I didn't care for the characters. There was nothing that was really drawing me towards it. I mean, I like science, but it just I think my problem with the show was that Oxy and Badeni, that section ruined the show for me. I just didn't find it
I can see
interesting.
it.
I Raphael's first, Draka second, and those two because they had the longest section. It just wasn't interesting to me. So for me personally, and my enjoyment, I gotta give this a 6, man. I don't know. I don't know who I'd recommend it to. I couldn't tell you. I
Mm.
gotta give it a 6, man.
I, I would recommend it if you're tired of watching the same shonen anime, you want something different. Check
I
it out.
mean,
But
hey, you can watch slice of life shows too.
mm, I don't know about slice. It's just to me nothing goes on in slice of life, in my opinion. At least for the ones I've seen.
Free runs a
So
slice of life anime.
yeah, but there's stuff going on in it.
Exactly. So
Like
does
it's a
it.
plot.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think so. Things do happen in slice of life shows. That's all I'm saying.
Uh,
You don't watch slice of life, so
yeah, sure. I mean, I've tried, but yeah, that's the bit. But so you gave it a 6. I gave it
yeah,
like a 7.5. I think we're at like a 7 with that,
yeah,
maybe
right,
something
yeah,
like
yeah. I
that.
think we're at a 7.
So that's what we thought about it. Let us know what y'all think in the comments below. If y'all like the show, if y'all didn't like it, if y'all agree with us, y'all disagree, let us know. People saying the show is heat. And to me, I don't find heat, but it's straight. It's straight.
It was lukewarm for me. It was
There you
lukewarm.
go. So if you want to be angry at him, go ahead. Drop those
Uh,
mean comments towards him.
I'm not. I'm not reading them.
There you go. See, he not reading them, but I'll read them.
Oh my gosh! All right, y'all take it easy.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace.